Mark 1,000. Alright, we're operating at roughly a 10-second delay on Twitch, 20 on YouTube. Hello, hope you're doing well, and your time zone is going the way you want it to. No major, well, work is work. I will try to keep things as consistent as I can, but the schedule is changing around work, so there is a chance I may have to cancel or adjust starting times and ending times, schedule times, streaming times. That's the word I want. So do keep that in mind. Other than that, no major announcements. After per Aspera, either Timberborn or Rise from Ruin. More than likely Timberborn. They're still on course to release for the 12th, right? That's what they changed it to? It was the 9th. God damn it. 4th. The 12th. Right. So they are on schedule. Let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 4th. Really? 6? No, yeah, 9, 10, Monday, Tuesday, 11. Yeah. For Thursday. So that's what we're going with. So it should be the Timberborn into Rise from Ruin into Crimson Desert. Because I suspect Crimson Desert is going to take a long ass time. But other than that, we're good. If you're watching live, short stream today. Normally I go for 4 hours on Sundays. Something has come up. We're only going to go for 3. I think it's me. Hold on. I don't want to... So we'll turn up the test platform. So you may have to adjust your volume. Yeah, I think it's the headphones, because nothing's really changed. Yes, I can cap out master volume. But it is that weird thing of the music volume in this game does go a bit wonky. Where it has really soft softs, or really quiet low parts, and really loud high parts. We'll let that sit. Otherwise, no major announcements I can think of. I think we're good. Just need to run the sound test, which I should still do while listening to it. That would be good. Otherwise, it's not a very good sound test. Today's broadcast is brought to you by viewers like you. So thank you very much for your support. Whatever form that support comes in, it is truly appreciated. Excuse me. Hold on. I always encourage conversation. So feel free to talk about whatever you want, ask about whatever you want. Please just keep a few things in mind. 1, my focus is on the game, not the chat. 2, there is a 10-second delay on Twitch, 20 on YouTube. And 3, I tend to get distracted by anything and everything, especially if my lovely wife is involved. On top of all of that, no matter who you talk to, whether it be me or someone else, please keep it reasonable and respectful. I try to keep this a fun, relaxing place for people to hang out and be themselves. Yep, that's fine. Hello, welcome back to our replay of Per Aspera. Alright, there we go. Gotta get the controls down. And it might be worth it to set up another one here. Or here. Can I? Can't really... Hold on. So this would be SA9. So I think we want to unlock Sector 9. But yes, this is a replay. We're not doing a story. For the tutorial video episode and the episode of me... Oh, shoot. Is Steel... No, Steel... I don't think it's on. Oh, it is. Alright, it's just getting there. How are we doing? 2 and 2. Yeah, so I do need another steel plant, so maybe that over here wouldn't be bad. Everything else feels fine. Plenty of food, so we're working towards superior colonies, so we can plop one of those down. We actually have, right, a decent amount of resources because we have access up to Tier 2 mining, which is Tier 2 chemicals there, iron there, aluminum there. So I feel okay with that. I think the... Why am I at negative 42? Pause. Produced. Solar. Acquired. Consumed. Alright. Oh! Did this... Hold on. I built something. And... Okay, so, what are we disabling? Real quick, we can disable the dirt. We have a lot of dirt. We can disable some of the mines. That's a tier 2 mine with a solid 7k. Got a lot of carbon. Okay. Getting there. Need ice. Well, I can disable one ice mine. Well, that one, well, this one drains itself. Oh, hold on. Drains itself. I can go ahead. There we go. And disable that. Oh, I got sidetracked. What were we doing? Right. Restarting the playthrough of Per Aspera. This is not story. This is just dick around and have fun. I was going to be like, hey, mods. There are mods for this game. Unfortunately, this is a 5-year-old game. And because of that, I could find not a single mod up to date on Steam. So, we're going to have to play this default. And the goal of this playthrough is just to terraform Mars, because I never achieved that. I finished the story, I showed off every possible ending, and like I said, in the tutorial video and episode 1 of this playthrough, I will put a link in the description to the original playthrough. But, yeah, we're just having fun. We're getting superior colonies. I can go ahead and speed things up now. So I do need more power. So we've got wind and solar. Solar. I guess a wind farm here wouldn't hurt. That's 50. Meaning I can turn some, like, so one of each is a pretty good call. We're at 300. Our cap on colonies, I believe that's biotech. Right? This will hold 500. And our capacity, yes, is significantly more than that. So we'll go ahead and speed things up. We do want more steel production. We do want a second spaceport. I think as much as I want to... Oh, research outpost. Miner supervising. We found an abandoned iron mine. It belonged to the India's iron mining mission. They're impressed that even though the place was built with minimum cost during the first Mars exploration era, it is still fully functional. The mines were thought to house the mining crews, while the equipment for the mines, but we find the designated space is excessively limited. Alright. We do have some research outposts going, which are nice. Each research outpost, apparently, boosts the research by... that's structures. Oh, no, I guess not. By a percentage. Oh, right. I wanted to try to set up 2 more. One here and one here. So that's going to take... Great. Turn that back on. 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 Right. So, get some secondary... I don't think we can do that one, but I think we can do this one. But more importantly, I think I need a second steel factory. And we'll go ahead and slap that down there. Otherwise... Yeah, we're not making electronics, but we don't need electronics. Same thing for polymers. Current demand is low. So let's disable the parts again. Once I'm over 100 in secondary, that feels good. Oh no, this is bad. Imminent impact. I don't have a way to stop impacts. This is all gonna take a massive hit. That sucks. Right? If we check research, I would assume that's engineering. Roads, hyperloop factories, aquatic structures, mines, plants. Thermal plants are nice. Oh, do we? No, so white is research, blue needs to be research. Right? Space. Import. This is all... Oh, comet disintegration. Oh, no. Never mind. Not what I thought it was. Advanced landing sites. Oh, interesting. Yeah, nothing there. And biotech is not going to happen. So, yes. Oh, and I do need a greenhouse factory. But we're working on colonies. We do need a second spaceport. Pause. So that we can unlock some sectors. And like, I think Sector 9 gets unlocked. And we build a secondary base and try to hook them up. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, souls! That's what the S stands for. 36 souls. Okay. Why is it S and not D for days? Because a day is a soul on Mars is not exactly 24 hours. So this is gonna suck. Luckily, it's not getting the repair pause. There it is. It's not getting the maintenance. Couldn't see the maintenance. So we actually have quite a bit of aluminum. We're okay on ice for now, or we should be fine. A ton of aluminum. We can go up to tier 2. Plenty of chemicals and other stuff. So yeah, I think we're waiting for that science boost. And we're just gonna turn and then back on. Yeah, rubble. Okay. Everything's ticking up. Good. So, yeah, then we slap down a superior colony. And then we start taking a look at getting to a second spaceport, which is 9, 9, and 9, and 15. So we'll actually stick a second spaceport, like, there. So it's right in the middle. Lots of pathways. I'm okay with that. Plenty of power now. Oh. Clicked the wrong thing. Rebuild. And let's yeah, so I can get a worker hub here. Hey, Lycan Lags, welcome to the stream. It's going well. Ooh. Is this worth it? Well, we're not near our cap. That should cover everything outside of repairs. We are going to want a second one down here, so let's actually go ahead and build. Yeah, I know it's in a flood zone. Great, superior colonies. So we're going to upgrade the colonies. Greenhouse factories starts getting us to increase the planet's temperatures. Not sure we want that yet. I think I need a fission plant. And improved roads. Maybe we can hold off on batteries. Let's start the fission plants. I know they're in a flood zone. But the fact that there are 2 researches here makes me want to get that. Great. I think the second one's up and running, meaning we can special projects. Pause. Hold on. I don't remember how to do this. Click. Unlock Sector 9. This one? Alright. Did it right. Alright. So now we'll unlock that sector. That gets me a lot of research. And maybe we can set down a secondary here and try to connect them. But, more importantly, while that build will still... Yeah, demand is low. Production is high. We're good in everything else. Pause. colonies. We can build, 15 aluminum, which we have, 15 steel, which we have, 15 glass, and 150. So again, what we can do is build the superior colony. I think power is more important. Because what we can do is slap down one nuclear power plant in here and disable our dismantle some of these solar and wind. And I think that's the goal. Yep. It is just... If we take a look at traffic, yeah. So, power, and then anywhere that's red is where we want better roads. It's super cheap. It's also 5 years old, so do keep that. Including all the DLC. So base game and all the DLC, $35. Well, I mean, for how much you could potentially get out of it. At $35, like, compared to a $70 game, like Requiem, Resident Evil 9 Requiem, it's half price. So it's only $35 to get the full game and all the DLC. So, okay, so you are up and running, so pause. Disable. They'll all go there. They'll transfer the resources from the advanced colony to the superior colony. And as opposed to upgrading this, we can just scrap it. So there we go. So we were making... It will slowly tick up. Okay, and then we've got our other research outpost going. Pause. Assign. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry about it, man. Everyone's budget... Oh, wow. Hold on. Yeah, I think I need that power. Alright, hold on. So what are we looking at? Alright, I've got 270 dirt. So, let's disable... Well, I guess one wind farm would cover. Let's look at where we might expand to. And build a wind farm out there. Yeah, I would not trust third-party websites because then they can do things like slip in cryptocurrency miners and that sort of thing. So you do want to be careful of that. Okay. Let's... 101. Okay. How much power does this take? 60. I am severely misjudging. Power requirements, apparently. How are we doing for scanning, actually? They've actually pretty... I mean, they'll still keep going, but they've pretty much hit their limit. Oh, come on! Jesus. Hold on, let me double check something. It's been years since I played this. Is there a way to intercept meteor asteroid impact? It's methods, maybe we can put explosive. Alright. So I think we have to do the black dust. So let's rush. Alright. Like I said, it's your budget. You have to keep that in mind. Oh, God damn it, this is gonna suck. There. Priority. Priority. Okay, so now we've got plenty of power. Oof. Rebuild. You're fine. You're rebuild. At least rebuilding's cheap. Plenty of everything, actually. Yes, but usually if you're on your own salary, then you have to worry about things like... Yeah. That's life. The game's not going anywhere. Okay, and now I've got plus 200. Right. Can we see... Alright, we're almost to launch. That'll give us more power. Black polar dust. Planet's albedo. I think we do black polar dust next. It's cheap. We can do it a few times. Yeah, it needs colonists. That's fine. Cart production 5. How many? We have 2. Really? I don't think we can wait a while on that. But in case we do need it... Right. Food takes... chemicals... There, we'll put one there. Like I said, we'll expand out in this direction. Hey, sector unlocked. So now we can do a 9th sector. So the next special project we want to do, I think, is 10. Great. That's pretty cheap. Because 10 allows us to build a second research outpost here. I've seen it. It's not out of early access, which is why I haven't played it yet. So yeah. So let me research outpost. Yeah, block sector. So get that up and running. Yeah. Well, okay. I'm planning to play it when it comes out of early access, so good to know. Okay, plenty of food in the bank. Turn that back on. Electronics is on. Alright. Got another chemical factory. We'll let that sit. Although I have the power... Here, we'll upgrade that one real quick. Not really? Alright. Yeah, I need fission plants. Wow. That's a lot of hours. Okay. Oh, is this... There we go. Turn that worker hub back on. Yeah. So we're working on 10. We're working on fission plants. Yeah, we're up to 67 per month, as opposed to just 10. Yes! I like Surviving Mars. I was debating which one to play, and I was like, I really want to try to give this a shot. The Surviving Mars, yeah, why did the power drop so much? So something... Why are we... I'm just gonna... Since these are at their limit, and I can always rebuild them, I don't understand why it is changing so much. We were at a positive 120. Come on. 6, 7. There we go. Alright, let me grab as much as I want polar dust. Let's do the roads. And build... Well, hold on. Do we have any nuclear power? Any uranium first? No. No uranium. I was hoping to unlock a uranium mine. But I guess not. I don't see scanner mode. Any uranium. I've got carbon, ice, aluminum, plenty of silicon. That means there's really deep chemicals out there. No uranium. Yeah, so I can't even do that. Alright. Alright, no worries. I hope your day goes well. God, darn. What was that view? Thought I saw a view real quick. Alright, so if I'm only at 85 of 150. Yeah, so no uranium. Alright, so... Another wind farm out there. Solar power out there. Worker hub to connect. plenty of that. Fine on parts, fine on polymers, fine on electronics, fine on steel. Haven't found any uranium. It says I need 2 more ice mines, which that's aluminum. Pause. Where can we? Do we have any low? All right, so there's a good ice mine. One. That's aluminum. Aluminum. Cubes are ice. I thought I saw another one. Alright, still in sector. No, I guess we went ham on aluminum. Need silicon's easy. Okay. Another iron. Perfect. There's an iron mine there. Fine on carbon. Fine on chemicals. Alright, and we're still lacking ice. Well, that's the reason to also pop Sector 10 is for the ice mines. Okay. Oh, though that would, well, that might be our 3rd mine there. Okay. So I think after improved roads, we'll do speed things up. Yeah, I was hoping to be like, oh, yeah, 123. It'll be like, hey, here's a free uranium mine, but it did not. We're gonna get a lot of mining out here, so that's fun. Okay, I've got 204 in the bank. Launch. There we go. Special project completed. So that's Sector 10. Meaning... Hold on. They're incoming. But... I can queue up another research outpost there. We should be good. Alright. I might have to jump to building limit, engineering 2, after improved roads. Simply because, like, we're already at almost 100 here, which means that when we build our next base, I feel like here would be a good spot. And then try to connect them. It's gonna be 100 buildings out here, you know what I mean? And... just because I can... Yeah, each of these is 5. So we should be okay. Yeah, after improved roads, I think I am gonna need... Alright, pause. So we definitely need more ice. Or we upgrade the ones we have. That's outside of power? And I think, unfortunately... I have to tap that. Okay. So there's improved roads. Let's jump ahead on building limit. And what we can do is... that we're dropping again. And I don't know why. So... yeah, this is 100. But again, don't have the uranium. So... oh, hold on. I think that just upgraded all of them. Hold on. Alright, so if I do this correctly, we need here to here. I thought there was a way... because that's all of them. Okay. Pause. Alright, we can disable the chemical plant. We can disable the parts factory. We can disable the glass kiln. That'll save some power. Alright, 9 months. Alright, how we doing? Good, good, good. No needs. Alright. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm at 100, so I need engineering 2 to start. So while we wait for that to happen, let's grab unlock sector 12. Oh, there's some ice. But I don't really need it anymore. Pause. Hold on. Yeah, that's all the roads. I don't need to upgrade all the roads. Hold on. How do I upgrade specific roads for Aspera? So if I select this, hold on. Oh, okay, and I'm choosing. Okay, so if we take a look at traffic, right, from here to here. So I select this to there. Upgrade. Okay, and that'll chew into, hold on, steel and carbon. Right? And then we take a look at traffic, and another busy one is here to here. Right? So that's a good one to upgrade. And then here, no. To here, and here to here is a good one to upgrade. And then here to here. And here to here. So we'll let that sit, because it'll take time and resources. We should be okay. Okay. Pause. Upgrade to there. That one's red. Okay, doesn't seem to be eating into too much. Yeah, now I'm at plus 300. Okay. That's silicon. That needs to be kicking out. That needs to be kicking out. That's fine. Pause. Aluminum. Honestly, plenty of aluminum. But... that's why. You're not on. And we'll let that sit. So that's gonna go up. Okay. Pause. Traffic. Here to there. Where are the reds? Here to here. Here to here. Yeah, it's like along major arteries, which makes sense. That'll help. It is on. No, it's off. Alright, hold on. Oh, because now we're 100 in the hole, and I don't know why. Okay. And now we're climbing out of the hole, and I don't know why. Alright, I need batteries. That's all it comes down to. Apparently there's some sort of fluctuation here, and I need about a dozen batteries. Alright, 12's unlocked. I don't think we're gonna go north. But while we're well, hold on. No, if I'm doing batteries next, let's unlock Sector 8. Alright, now that I know how to do that. Okay. Only 5%. Really? Oh, incoming. We're working on it. Great. So I do need batteries. What is aquatic structures? Alright. Alright. Plenty of food. No. Why does it say only one aluminum? Alright. Let's tap some aluminum. It's 10. We'll do basic ones. Oh, hold on. And I'm gonna need a maintenance facility there. Yeah, so look, as far as like 250, I'll try to limit this to a size of 150. Yeah, I wonder why it's not screaming at me that you need more mines, dude. Oh, because the potential production is twice as high as the potential demand. Okay. So it just looks at the potential. Gotcha. Pause. Yeah, I'm not sure. Right, I can kind of fix things. But at this point, because we're locked into a single drone per hub, unlike in Surviving Mars, we have multiple drones. We can only do so much. Alright, so now we've unlocked Sector 8. We're still working on batteries, so let's unlock Sector 3. We'll do the polar ice caps first, I think. That's really easy to unlock. If we get down to 50 parts, I'll turn it back on. Carbon should still be good. Aluminum is now kicking up. That's fine. Oh, only 5%. Okay. 2 of 50. 47 of 50? Okay. I mean... Oh. Turn that iron mine back. And we're going into a lull. Although at this point... Yeah, sure. 1. Great. Alright, so... Now... Black polar dust. One. 2. 3. Alright. 10 months. Great. And so the idea is that once that's done, we can start throwing up the polar dust, melting the caps. It does mean we're hopefully there's water research outposts. Okay, there's more water there if we need it. There's uranium. How much uranium? 103. Oof. Not a lot. Oh, this is bad. This is super bad. Still good. 2 iron mines. Really? Right. Quick and easy access to iron. That's a little too far. Tier 1. That's a little too far. Alright, looks like we'll have to tap a couple of tier 2s. So... we'll tap that tier 2 and slap down a worker hub. Alright. So let's unlock Sector 11. Nope. There we go. I mean, it should be in maintenance. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Disable. Disable. Right outside of range. What I can do is... wind farm... worker hub. And just readjust things that way. I mean, I guess it depends how fast we burn through uranium, right? If you burn through it quickly, 107 is not going to last long. If you burn through it slowly, 107 might last a while. Alright, still good. Are our batteries up? Yes. It doesn't tell you how much it stores. Oh, research outpost. Until this plan is completely terraformed, no human will ever live on Mars for pleasure. No, we do it because humanity needs us to. The ZQ's crew must have thought the same during their 4 years observing Mars from the station. It must have been positively claustrophobic. It feels strange to appreciate the achievements of our enemy, but we all sacrifice our comfort to pass on knowledge to the next generation. Oops, I need to start charging my phone. Humanity going to pretty, it's a good thing to remember. Yep. So, Yeah, it's supposed to... I guess when it's fully occupied, we get the bonus. Or maybe not? Yeah, I don't... Okay. Like, if it were a cumulative bonus where every research... Oh, boy. Yeah, we need to start... Do I need more iron? Oh, well, we did just take a big hit. So we need to rebuild all that and then let things settle. It's very spiky. Yes. But our power batteries should be okay. Yeah, so the issue is, once we start melting the A, we won't have to worry about asteroids, but things will start flooding. There we go. We got black polar dust. We could do advanced factories. This requires us to... Yeah. So this is all about warming things up. Engineering wise. Yeah, 5 and 5. Oh wait, input is carbon, output is CO2. Oh no, it just takes 9 to... No, input is uranium, output... No wait, that's the mine. Oh, so this just takes 9 nuclear power, we get 100. Okay. Maybe it is worth it. So advanced factories, they're more expensive to put out, but... Okay, hold on. So I have misunderstood how this worked. 4.6, this is 2 per 100. This is twice as much, but almost twice the speed. Alright, let's... Right? It just, they work faster. Right? 1 to 1 to 1. Alright. So, reassessing things. Pause. Let's grab... Do we start flooding things? Yeah, this doesn't matter until we start getting water. This allows us to start building an atmosphere. Let me queue up advanced factories. Pause. Worker hub there. Worker hub there. Uranium mine there. Solar farm there. Wind farm there. And then maintenance there. That will allow us to slap down, right, a couple of nuclear power plants and delete some of these. Alright. So let's... Oh, do I not? Oh, alright. Hold on. Oh, okay, he's unlocking Sector 11. That's why. That's fine. We finish that, and then we do a couple... I think I do need a second facility. Speaking of... Great. So... Well, I was gonna build, like, here. Hold on. So we get about 1 square. So maybe a facility here isn't the worst idea. Because this can connect to this. And we get more resources out here. It isn't a flood. Well, no, this is gonna flood. This is gonna flood. This should be okay. Let me do, then... This is relatively quick. So we'll do like 3 of these, and then we'll build a secondary base. 4, yeah. Okay. Nine and 3. So we do need more iron. Which is a good grab. Right there. That's ahead of the curve. That's ahead of the curve. That's ahead of the curve. That's barely ahead of the curve. Is there any... And I'll pass on that one. That's kind of a better one to grab, but... We'll grab one there. Ice. Ice is technically not ahead of the curve. But I'm not sure there's much I can do beyond that. Pause. Alright, if I put a maintenance facility here and delete this. That will cover out to this ice wall. Right? So potentially, I can grab this ice mine if I need it. Alright, so... Turn that back on, because we're below 100. We're low enough, I'll turn that back on. Polymers are fine. Okay. So I'm not sure why it did that. Okay. Don't want to go above 150. Oh, there's no... Okay. There's no worker hub. Right. In case I need it, they can be used in other areas. Okay. Okay. Chemicals. Oh, hold on. Turn you on. Turn you off. Okay. 16. Scanners be... Yeah. Yeah, I think a second one, like, here wouldn't be amiss. So yeah, we'll do black dust if it lets us 3 times, and then we'll look at getting, hey, 11%. So yes, there is an advantage. Yes, okay. So now that these are fully staffed, okay. And then we'll have to build a secondary mine, so that is, you know, home base into aluminum silicon. So like I said, there's an order. We can skip the colonization phase, maybe. We look at traffic. Yeah. That's a bit better placement. Up to 2. Those. Yeah. Plenty. A second colony wouldn't hurt to really crank the research. And we're probably going to need at least 2 or 3, right? Because remember, tail end is 100,000. Yeah, 50,000. So the 50,000 divided by 100. Would still take 500 months. So we're going to need the research stations. We're going to need 2 or 3 colonies. I would say at least 5. Or at least get to the point. Hold on. Right. A dome city besides 300. This provides 900. Yeah, this provides 4,000. So we're going to want at least 1 or 2 open cities. $650. I think our capacity is... We started at 250, so we should be up to 1,000. Give or take, I think. I think we're doing good. Yep. Oh, is it on a loop? Interesting. I have to keep an eye on that. Pause. Yeah, you should have a spot to store it. Alright, here it is. Warehouse. Oh! Oopsie! I never set this... I never set these to 100. That's my bad. Or this. Oh, boy. Hold on. So you don't need food or ice. There we go. 200. I mean, they can store up to 1,200. I'm gonna disable the dirt. Don't think I need a lot of that. And again, if it gets down to 100, I'll kick it on again. Because remember, we can only store a total of 200. Oops. So anything at the 150 mark, like polymers, disabled. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure what the exclamation point means. Do that. That's going to take a ton of resources. $9.3, so another iron mine wouldn't hurt. God damn it. Or upgrading iron mines we have. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Okay. Well, carbon's actually good. I think we're going to want at least one. So let me put that here. I think that means it's low, but I don't have a choice. Know what I mean? Yeah. So, if I want to, we can go to Advanced Factory. Pause. So we'll hold off on these. I don't think we can do fastest roads. I don't think I can afford biotech. Let me... jump ahead on spaceports. And then we'll backtrack. So 3 got us 11%, which is nice. I guess I want like 4 or 5. So yeah, I mean, we got a lot of research up here we can grab. Hold on. Alright, hold on. Where? Oh. Sometimes it can be a bit hard to see. Wait, where do I have dirt mines running? That's ice drilling. Sorry. Which should be on. Iron mine is on. Oh, interesting. Right, I can adjust, hey, what are your priorities? So where else? It says I have 2. Alright, well. And I'm making 2? How is... Hold on, let me turn this one on. Let it tick. Because it is monthly. No. Very weird. Very weird. So it is only counting the 2 that are off. Yeah, I think second one goes like here, and we try to connect them. Chemical plants are okay. And I'm gonna want, assuming this has, according to this, it has no input. So let me build a second fission power plant there. One on either side. Right, and we'll disable that one, prioritize this one. Because it only disables 2. Great, so we've got new tech. So we're doing that. Advanced landing site. Let's just grab the 750 stuff. And we'll backfill. I think the priority now is getting towards a second landing site out here. They're doing their thing. I think at this point, there's no reason to disable them. There we go. Yeah, no input. Nice. Next 9 go there. So. Alright, yeah, so this is a repeatable. Boom, did it again. So this just goes. Done. So what we're gonna do is zoom out. I mean, maybe it's changed, but for now, zoom out, assign. This one, cancel, and instead, additional landing site. So 17 aluminum, got it. 21 parts, got it. 9 electronics, got that. 21 steel, good there. 9 chemicals. Got it. Gathering resources. Okay, so we're getting an additional landing site. Yeah, so if we do here, not a lot of research, but we can, like, once they're connected, theoretically. Ice, oh. Go to advance. Got the power. Yeah. And again, 2 here, 2 there, bunch of solar and wind. So about 150. So we should be able to set the second one out here to support roughly the same. So any 750s. Alright. So we'll grab all the 750s and then we'll backtrack. And again, it's because the potential production is more than the potential demand. That's the only reason why it's not screaming at me. Hey, fix this. There we go. Okay, so pause. So now we can do a secondary landing site. And I think right here is just fine. Like, maybe here? I'm just worried about connecting it. Because our base takes up about a square, right? So, landing site. Although maybe up here isn't bad because of all that ice. Let's put it here, then. And we're gonna get freaky and connect through here. Right? So that way, we're near ice. I feel like we've got actually plenty of iron. We're gonna need uranium, so I think a third site down here would not go amiss. But I think here, for ice, not a bad grab. So what we'll do is, I guess like this. So there's our basics. We're gonna slow things down. Okay, districts is a new thing. Cool. Alright, so first thing we need here. A home base, because this home base can provide its own. See? So this is what's here. This is what's here. So this home base means... oh, we got an aluminum mine right there. So, mine aluminum. And then silicone mine. And we'll start with the basics because it doesn't have right? Nice deep. So what we'll actually do is put the glass kiln out here for. And this has priority first. We'll speed things up. This is this district. Sorry. There we go. It is a bit weird they don't... Right? I mean, hold on. So how many buildings... Where's the nearest worker hub? Potentially. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Alright, and we'll Let it find a path. Disable that one. Disable this one. So we need to grow out to here-ish. From here. About 5 each. Okay. Alright, so sand is falling. You, right? Yeah, so I need to turn polymer still really low. Chemicals fine. There were 2 sand. There we go. We'll upgrade you, turn you on, turn you back on. Yeah, because those get deleted, we just tap 2 more up here. Get that back up. Otherwise... And we have a mine out here. Okay, so we should be good. Speed things up. Honestly, that's why I like connecting them. Because once they're connected, it's like, alright, they can share resources. So, silicon mine glass can. So then we're going to need a solar farm. And we know we're going to build... in this direction. So let me do that for now. And then iron here, carbon here, and we're get a still factory out here and a parts factory. Alright, we just need to keep an eye on everything else. Yeah, so 3 is 15%. So once they get it up and running, it's 5 apiece. So yeah, 10 research facilities plus 3 open cities is almost 4, 8, 12. And then another 60, almost 20,000 per month. So plenty of research. Go ahead and turn that back on. Oh, and now that that's built, special projects. Yeah. So, hold on. Is there a... Woo! Great. Tech-free water supply. Actually, we'll jump to colonist limit. Maximum amount of black polar... What's it called? Pause. Pause! Pause! Black polar dust. I think we can run. Oh. Okay. Yes. Alright, so yes. Basically, once the ice caps melt, you're done. So we're pumping out almost 100. I think that's fine. Here. Glass kiln. We got the glass kiln. worker hub into solar farm because he's not getting power. Do you not? Hold on. Do you not have the steel? You don't have the steel. Oh, glass kiln solar farm. Shoot. All right. Right, you require... Okay, you don't require steel. You have one. You have none. Alright, I think I have to disable this. Disable this. So, glass kiln. So as much as I want to put a solar farm out there, I think solar farm first. Then iron mine, basic, into carbon mine, basic, into basic steel factory. And then a worker hub out here, and a worker hub in this direction. Huh. It shouldn't have lost power. Okay, we should still be good. Alright. Advanced aluminum mine. Yes! Ooh. Oh, hold on. Scrap. That's why. I accidentally built advanced. Alright. Alright. And I built an advanced glass kiln. Hold on. Iron mine, steel factory, carbon mine, solar farm, advanced aluminum. Oops. There's your problem. Okay. Mine. Basic. So we get things back. Yeah, the rest should be able to take care of itself. Okay, come on. Well, I guess I can just do basic aluminum mine there. There we go. Basic aluminum mine there. Yeah, dirt's here and here. Factories. Basic. Oh, new tech tree. Great. Grab the water supply. Don't need it yet, but that's okay. A basic glass kiln. There. That was the issue. I built the advanced. You gotta be careful about that when setting up your second. Alright. So now we have everything we need to build a basic parts factory, and we'll do it like this. An electronics factory, basic. And can I put it like that into... We'll do a wind farm instead. Up in this direction. Okay, so now we can get to worker factory. And from there, 5 or 6 worker hubs. 8, 9, great. Yeah. Cause. Yeah, then like scan. Yeah, definitely a scanner out here. Could tap that for ice, and then that ice will flow through the network. Doing okay on polymers. Food is just storing somewhere. I don't know where it goes. Almost up to 9. Okay. Great. So tech tree, 2500, 2500s, 2500. So engineering. Well, hold on. Biotech. The dome, isn't there? Okay, so a dome city with an adaptable crater and connected to the water. So we can't even do this till we melt things enough. Okay. And the same, and we can't, so we're kind of stalled here, right? Until we crank up the temperature and start building things. So engineering-wise, this, so takes 5, but we pump in carbon to produce CO2. Interesting. I think fast, actually, can we get to the Hyperloop? Only takes 2 power, and a thermal plant is really good. Okay. Let's jump to... ooh. And then, so actually... Let's do fastest roads, and then we jump to the other thing. Alright, so... Looks like we got the basics up here. So we're up to... We got a parts factory, we got a steel factory, we got a carbon mine, iron mine. We have an electronics factory. So second, we got a wind farm and a solar power. So now we need a worker factory. And a worker factory takes a little bit of everything. We'll actually expand it here. And just to get a little ahead, we'll build a second wind farm here. And then we'll start slapping down worker hubs. And we're going to need at least 5. 4. Right? 1, 2, like 1 in each corner. And then we'll look. So 5 goes from here to here. Hold on. So yeah, the 5 from here would extend from about here to here. No, that's fine. Y is okay. Dirt there. I mean, honestly, silicon mines? So, hold on. 5, 10. Boom. 20. Oh, atmosphere. Nice. Life. That'd be nice. What is this? Alright, so it needs at least 20% surrounding water, and then we can do... Okay, so there's a whole water layer. Good to know. Converts running water into ice. Oh, well that makes sense. Once you've got enough water on the planet, you have essentially infinite ice. Okay, cool. Slowly going down. Let's rebuild a second one there. Ice, baby. Alright, and upgrade you. Again, aluminum I'm not worried about. Oh no. Keep the upgrade going. So that should be fine. I'll let that sit. We're still good. Ton of glass. So I can actually disable the glass. Yeah, you don't need a lot of glass in the game. Anyways. Over here. What are we waiting? The worker factory. Which has parts. Which, yeah, you're... Hey, you've made. Oh, yeah, so it's one little... There we go. Then power. But more importantly... 1... 2... 3... 4. And I understand those are gonna take bits and bobs he might not have. So we'll let that sit. We're at build-up! Oh, okay. So we've probably done that by now, 10 or 12 times. I'm gonna cancel that. Hold on. Oh. No, we can't anymore. Okay. It's not letting me. So, boom, done. Start... Ooh, wow, that is expensive. 41. So that's gonna chew up most of our glass. Okay. Alright. So we are gonna need more aluminum. Again, not overly worried. I will slap a worker hub there, an advanced mine there, and an advanced mine there. And we'll upgrade you. Oh, I guess I don't need to. Pause. Cancel upgrade. That demand's gonna go through the roof just because of the arrays. So here. So working on power. We've got 1 extra, 2 extra. There we go. Look at that. Now he's got help. Yay! So that's worker hub. So that's to chemical plants. So 1 there. And what we'll do is pre-build a worker hub there. And a basic chemical plant here. Pause. Can I look at just the power for this set? Buildings. Okay. Huh. Yeah, is there... Hold on. How about here? Power's not gonna... 1, 2... Yeah. So here, so this is those buildings, population, workers. I would like to see a way. This is nice, but you know what's better? Break this down into sector. Because there's no way this is getting 391 power. You get what I'm saying? Alright. Arrival, directive completed. Alright. So we should have 1, 2, at least 3 solar farms. I have 1 solar farm, 2. Alright, so let me build another solar farm in this direction. So that should put us ahead. And yeah, I can't build out there yet. Because after the chemical plant, you need a polymer factory. We'll put a wind farm. Oh, right there. Plus 104. This is plus 104. This is... Gotta be there. Oh, there we go. Plus 350. Okay, so there is a way. So we're 100 up. Okay. Well, that's about control. That's chemical plants. Don't need that. Oh, that's the polymer factory. So a wind farm here. And another worker hub here and here gets us to maintenance. Alright. And that gets us to 1, 2, 3. Just in range. Probably another worker hub out there. So I think this one's all set. Up, 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 up. That's fine. It's struggling, but we're okay. Alright, if food drops down to 200, I'll worry about it. Yeah. Okay. So... Priority. 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 Pause. If we take a look at it... Oh yeah, so it doesn't show me ups and downs for the individual district that I can see. Okay. Right. So we got fastest roads. I think we jumped to building limit and engineering limit. to get to the advanced mines. That is going to take a while. Yeah. I think this is still in the gather resource phase, but this will launch until we've built our solar array. 100 per month. What are we looking at? Research? Yeah, so that's still... Ooh. That's 100... Yeah, so Superior Mines, we want that second city. And we're gonna expand this way anyways for the ice building there, but like I said, knowing there's lots of supposedly ice out here, connecting the two, I think, is the priority. Yeah, they're ticking, that's fine. $200 dirt is plenty. So, polymers are at 151. So, again, off. Well, actually, off. Tier 2, tier 2. I mean, I guess we can see if that helps. If that helps. Where's our water? Fastest way to there. And there. Any other water? No other water that I can see. I mean, just to give it options. We do have fastest roads. Which is, hold on. Is this my main hub? Oh, this is my main hub. I think we did fastest roads, yeah. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Back to here. Yep, we've got the research. Getting carbon. Yep, there's poking out. We're getting the scanners going. Plenty of chemicals, I'm not worried about that. I might offshoot this way for that ice. We're okay, I think. So, oddly enough, knowing we're gonna build in this direction generally, do I do a storage center? Hold on, how much do the storage centers take? 10. Right, pause, power. 88. Oh, actually... 1, 2... I think batteries might be more useful at this stage. Colonists arrive. So here's the thing. That gets to 200, I'll get worried. As of right now, we should be okay. So, a maintenance facility. Excuse me, out to about there. Solar farm. Wind farm. Yeah. Did I not build one there? Oh, there it is. Priority. Priority. Iron's could have issues, but I think we're good. Sand is still ahead. Hold on. 1, 2. Right, because this is everything. So it's counting the sand here. That's the problem. So I do have to keep an eye on things. And that means I do want to kind of connect this sooner rather than later. So, boom. Boom. Yeah, so I think that'll be good. So, turn that back on. Turn that back on. They should connect. And wind farm there. Wind farm there. Alright. Mines first. Whatever we choose is gonna take a while. Comet disintegration. There we go. Oh, is that out of range? There we go. So now they'll be connected. They won't have full maintenance, so we will have to keep an eye on. I do have an electronics factory. Okay, we have a problem. So, stop on that. Stop on that. Stop on that. Stop on that. That takes 5 and 5. You have aluminum. Not steel. So what are you missing? Electronics. Did I not build an electronics factory? Hold on. Oh, no, right there. You get the priority dirt. Yeah, may have overreached just a little. Yeah, that's what I figured would happen. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it's because this needs to be a priority for a little, I think. Oopsie, wasn't paying attention. There we go. Now they'll go out there and research. Or repair what needs to be repaired. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the arrays are standard. Like, it keeps going until they're built. Let me put it that way. Alright, so... glass... goes back on. Carbon's out of whack. They're slowly making their way. Okay, things are being repaired that need to be repaired. I think that's a priority. Steel's a priority. And electronics is a priority. Alright, here, we'll disable this. Mm-hmm. There's 60 left. I'm gonna disable this simply because yes, he'll need 2, but it'll need to be connected first. We'll build the scanner there. We'll rebuild it there. Okay, there we go. It's water, carbon. Well, plenty of iron out here, so I'm not really worried about that. Once it's connected, turn that back on. So, don't think we're gonna need more than 6 spaceports. 3, and we're up to 7. So we'll hold off on that. We're up to 4,000 colonists. Even with superior colonies, each of these holds 500. But even if we get 3 of these running, we're not getting up there. Do we jump to the Hyperloop? It's gonna take a while. Let me grab superior minds first. Again, it will take a while, but we're kind of in a standoff stage. Carbon. This is lacking iron. A ton of iron over here. So... trying to fill it in. Turn that back on, turn that back. Okay. And now it's central one giant connection. With the scanner. So after that, ice mine, food factory, colony, spaceport. And I think we'll put a colony out here. So knowing that, each of these takes 20. That means one there. Want a little overlap. One there. And one there. But one, two. Okay, so we're at almost 200 buildings. 7, 8. Again, it's not below 200. I don't care. Everything else feels like it's going in a good direction. Scanners be scanning. And kinda... just to see what's in this area. Okay. Almost. But yeah, you can see now there is a path that connects the two. So it'll take a while. It's not going to be instant, but you can see, look. It went, oh, this needs nuclear fission materials? Great. I'll start grabbing them. And it's just gonna mollywhack them down the line. Okay. So, let me turn that back on. Because we're gonna use, what is it, 9, 18. So that needs to be at like... Okay. So we need to get work. At some point, we're going to start working on that atmosphere. Right now, we're working on space mirrors, black polar dust. Okay, so now that they're connected, on, and 1, 2. Now, we can grab what we need to from other spaces. 1. Yeah, I don't know if we expand that way. I think priority is expanding in this direction. Worker hub there. Because there's more uranium there. Well, that's cool. Disable, disable. Still keep that a priority. But again, now it can pull from other places. So it's like, okay, not as bad if I don't have everything I need, right? Yep, you're making more mirrors. Yeah, pause. Oh! Disable. So that's done. So, kick you on. Kick you on. You're good there. Did I build a chemical factory here? What's... Oh, it's transferring. Duh. So that'll slowly tick up. If I have to, I can grab that. But I think... Advanced. 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 Again, it can pull steel from other places. Not that worried. That's okay. Yeah, we're gonna need ice, carbon. We're gonna need that uranium. So, I do need storage centers. So, knowing probably an outpost down here, we'll put a storage center there. Build a worker hub here and a maintenance facility there with some backup power here. Pause. Oh, it's still being built? And this will be a food one. So it won't store uranium, but it will store 100 of everything else. Yeah, plenty of carbon. Yeah. Dirt has skyrocketed. But again, I'm not worried about dirt. Dirt is... everywhere. Oh, there's some iron right there. Okay, and essentially this is one connected power network as well. Yeah, I think we get our second colony up and running. Ah, customized road, sorry. So 20 of this, 20 of this, 20 of this, 20 of this, 20 of this. Ice. No uranium. $20, $20, $20, $20. But, sorry. This should be 200 food. And 200 ice. And then 80 of everything else. Yeah, I wish I could type it in, but I can't. Older game, plus limited resources. This, as far as I am aware, the company that made this, for all intents and purposes, is an indie company. So very small, this originally started as a NASA wants to see simulations, and this could be complete hearsay or something they just did for, like, hey, what's the word I want? Advertisement? Word of mouth? Something along those lines. But idiot this. Wait, hold on. Am I doing this wrong? Take a look at this one. No, 80, 80, 200 food, 200 ice. Okay. Which is weird. Because according to this, I have 300 ice in storage. So I'm not sure where it's being stored. And this is 100 of everything except ice and food. Okay. So yes. So one is, I guess 100 uranium is fine. Then. And, we'll take that 100 uranium and store 100 ice. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so we'll do that. Because we need a lot of ice, don't need a lot of anything else. So, this one, since it's theoretically going to be near a colony, is 80 of everything except for ice and food. That'll be 200. And then the other one is 0 food, 100 of everything. Okay. Keep going. Oh, sorry, not 20. What does this do? It resets it. Maybe I get rid of the minimums. Let me get rid of the minimums. No minimum. That might be causing issues. Just a maximum. Oh. 410 is a bit much, though. Okay. And then here. The exception is food and ice, I think. So, knowing this colony takes 10 and 10, I think setting this to a minimum, of 60 ice, ideally, right? So that's 6 cycles, 6 of these, right? And, no. And 60 food is better. Yeah, I don't know where all that food is stored. Let me build 2 advanced food factories. And weirdly enough, not polymers. Where's that glass factory? Dirt, steel. Wait, where is the glass factory over here? There should be one over here. This is dirt. This is steel. Oh no, this is a glass kiln. We'll make that as well. In here, we'll advance this to a glass kiln. And we'll call that good. So, yeah, so this is... Max's is fine. 60. 60. Knowing we're going to build out this way. And then I think another factory core. Storage center. There is fine. Yeah, look at that. Fission plants up and running. That takes care of power. Pause. If I take a look at power. Yeah. It's one giant connection now. So, yes. That is 1,000 power throughout all of this. We're fine. Whatever this says, that's for everyone. This is still a little iffy. For one, so we're gonna need... That's a basic. 2. That should help. We got 1 glass there. Okay. Once uranium gets to 20, I'll turn... Oh, right. Pause. Alright, I'll disable this one. And build another one there. Wow, there's nothing here. That's rough. Okay. So this one's built, so customization mode, no minimums. And this is 100 of everything max except food. And then I think I focus on getting a second colony up and running. Yep. So 2 advanced food factories. Feeds 2 colonies and a number of research centers. Good to know. 2, 1. No food. Okay. No minimums either. Go, drop this down. So we've got the ice mine, ice mines. We'll get a second one going as well. So before I forget, slap you there. Here we go, 100 here. Because that gives me 400 storage for everything. I feel like that's a large stockpile. Alright. Let's spend 1, 9, 10. Potential. 5, right? Like, there's a large potential demand, but actual demand is significantly less. And we're probably going to need at least a 3rd colony. So again, similar setup, right? So that would be another, that would then give me a max of 600 in storage. And that feels like a very large safety margin on any difficulty setting. Okay, so those are good to go. That's being dismantled. God, yeah, there's nothing for me to go in this direction, personally. There's some good ice. Yeah, they're doing their thing. There's some ice there. So yeah, spreading this way to grab that ice, not a bad idea. More ice, more ice. Good, 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 good. So plenty of ice. So yeah, let's get a second colony up and running. So what do we want first? Oh, colonies. Well, hold on. So we're gonna need, before we get the colony going, we're gonna need at least one advanced food factory, right? And we will put that right smack dab in the middle. How are we doing on chemicals? We're fine. Carbon. It struggles. Part of that is because, hello, Empty Dusks. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Again, indie studio, smaller company, but what they build works. And honestly, the ultimate Martian sim would be something that merges this with Surviving Mars. Because Surviving Mars has its issues. And one of those major issues is the fact that once you hit endgame, you can do so well that population growth just exceeds how much the game can handle. Whereas this one, whatever they use for the population growth model works great. Like, my complaints about this are just, oh, I wish you could there was an upgrade to increase the number of workers per worker hub. Otherwise, the logistics works fine. And I do try to build more factories next to the resource, but the issue is, if one factory requires steel, how do I put this? Like, carbon, you know what I mean? Like, if the factory requires 3 things, and one of those resources is over here, one of those resources is over here, one of those resources is over here, the best you can do is, oh, let me centralize. So we've got our food factory. That'll start ticking. After the food factory, we're gonna need a spaceport, which is 9, 9, and 9. So I'll put the spaceport, and we do want to expand in this direction. So, worker hub here and here. And it's not so much sticking what you need where you want it. It's just you want as many connections per slat down as you can. So, another one there. There. Ooh. And, alright, hold on. Here, maybe? Which means, that means a maintenance facility. There. Should be good. A little low on power, so, yeah. Solar farm. Wind farm should cover us. And just because it's right there, silicon mine. So that, yeah, that'll increase that. Aluminum's fine. Iron's fine. Carbon could be better. We'll do that to carbon. Upgrade that iron. There's a carbon mine I can grab there. Okay. And if you're hopping into the stream now, do keep in mind, this is just sandbox mode. I'm not doing the story. I did a playthrough of the story, and I showed off all the endings, I think a month after the game originally launched. So yes. But for some reason, the scope of this feels much better compared to surviving modes. Okay, so how are we on ice? Ice, it's a little messy. Okay. So glass is fine. Chemicals is fine, but can be fixed. There's another silicon there I can tap if I need to. So, we've got a food factory. I think... Hold on. If we check... Ooh, I think there's only one or two more of this. So, what we're gonna do is... Because this is just bringing in colonists, let's put the colony itself down first. And we can put that there. It's got a nice big mix. It's near a bunch of stuff. Okay. And that will double our research income. From 108 per month to at least 200 per month once it fills up. So that means we go from taking 100 months to 50. Okay. 16 uranium, that's fine. Once we get to 20, we'll kill it. So knowing we have a ton of ice out here. Oof. Does research... Well, this research will probably last a while. So will this one. So let's get all this research up and running after we get this stabilized. So plenty of... Oh, there we go. We're working on it. Ice is fine. Chemicals are fine. Oh! Rebuild. We must have gotten hit by something. Not sure what. We can put second chemical plant there. And a worker hub there, just to eat that up. Oh, then this, actually, out here wouldn't be the worst grab. Hold on. If we take a look at maintenance. If I rebuild this maintenance facility, like, here. And instead, worker hub. Worker hub. We can do this. And that should cover us for quite a bit. I will actually delete that iron mine and we'll save it. Okay. Yeah, glass is very... The solar array is very close to being completed. And then once that's done, we do the scanning. So this colony is getting time to... Yes, 1150. So, now that the colony's there, 9, 9, and 9, a spaceport there feels fine. Plenty of aluminum. We're gonna want to go here for ice. Still above 200, so I won't worry about it. Steel is fine. Electronics is fine. Parts can be shut off. I've got 300 in the bank. I only need, like, 200. So we'll go ahead, disable both of those. There's a good aluminum mine, but we're way ahead, so there's no need to do that. Okay, so... Great, so what we can... So this is Spaceport 2? So special projects. Oh! Can I only do... Okay. Oh! Alright. Alright, we're working on it. So now we've got 2 going. Power is getting low. Solar, Eolite, fission. Do I have enough? Sorry, not colony. 15. Oh, is that outside? Oh. Alright, hold on. Delete that worker hub. Oh, just outside. I'll just delete it. So this will... Oh, come on! Really? Alright, we need to get that atmosphere up and running as quick as we can. Wow, unlucky. Okay, not the worst. That sucks. I'm actually gonna delete you. Yeah, so what do we need? Yeah, let's get some research going up out here. So, let's just take a look. One there. One there. One there. One there. And I'll hold off on that one. So to get to here, there's one connection there. One there. Boom. Connected. Gonna need power. I guess at this point, we'll just go all in on wind farms. 1, 2. And it's gonna need maintenance. Boom. Okay, and then here... Worker hub there. Worker hub there. A nice, easy connection. Only one wind farm. Wow, that's a lot of carbon. Woo! And then a maintenance. We'll say there for now. Priority. 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 Okay. So that should increase 20, 25, 30, 35. My research by 35%. Yep, you're in colonist migration. Can we support? So if we're doing comet disintegration, does not take glass. Okay. I am willing. It's getting built. To slap another spaceport, unfortunately outside of range, but double the worker hub, then just to help with power. Okay. And this one, oh Jesus, will work on comet disintegration. And what I might do then is I'll stop this one and have this one finish up scanning the rest of the planet. Because it's more important to throw down colonists up here and fill this up. For now. Should be good on power. We are kind of struggling with food. Not really. Plenty of ice. Chemicals are okay. Ooh, 30,000. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so again, as long as it's generally going up, I feel fine. So you're calling them in. Stop. You can finish up your in transit to Earth, but special projects. Alright, can't be canceled during this phase. Alright. In the meantime, comet disintegration. 3. Go ahead and start that. And we'll have to keep an eye on this. 7 months. So, year 21, month 20? We'll keep an eye on it. Otherwise, I think we're good. And I'm not sure. The next sector to unlock would be like here or down here. Somewhere near the poles. Alright, if we expand to a third one. Somewhere near the poles, right? Okay, here's a problem. Not sure what happened there. So let's... get some worker hubs out here. Must have been hit by a comet while I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. So once these get up and running... Great. And then we're up to superior modes. Hey, we are warm. Oh, 70. Wait. Yeah, we want a lot of CO2, right? Right, so I think we're at the point... Yeah, CO2 in poles, greenhouse gases. Okay. We're working on it. Plenty of water. Like, that's a lot of water for our plate. Before, like, by the time we need to tap all of that, we'll probably have melted the polar ice caps and you get water up and running. Hopefully. Otherwise, I think we're good. We do need... Alright, so hold on. What's our chemicals? 17. So let's tap... Oh, interesting. Too close. Okay. And this one's too close? We'll delete you. And delete you. Whoop. We just achieved something. I think we threw a comet in the disintegrate. Cool. On Earth. Great. So you stay on Earth. And what we'll do now is with Spaceport 0. What do we got? So, alright, so we got the bottom. Let's just unlock Sector 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, we'll just finish it up. Oh, 16. Only got a few minutes left. So, yeah, I think we're... Oh. Disable that mine. Disable that mine. I think we're doing well. At least I hope we're doing well. Oh, wow. That temperature is skyrocketing. Cool. Things are heating up. Alright, so pause. Knowing there's a chemical plant there. And there. Means... Yep, one there. One there. And we'll get a little freaky. We'll put a food factory right there. So that should feed everything we need. Once those chemical factories kick in, we should be fine. Carbon could use a little boost. Pretty good. Sand is fine. Aluminum's through the roof. This is almost dead. Okay, good to know. So there's Superior Mines. After Superior Mines, we want the I think the Hyperloop. So we have the power. And what the Hyperloop allows us to do is slap, like, it truly simplifies the logistics. To the point where it's like, alright, don't really need to worry about it. So let's research the Hyperloop and jump ahead then. Because what you can do is slap one down here. I think, if I remember right, like, it's one here, maybe 2 or 3 in between, and boom, things just zip along. Steel, no, 200, 200, 200. Eight. Yeah, it's calculated a bit weird. But I think we're good. Yeah, we're up to 16% boost. Okay. Once we hit... If this is Celsius... Right? Hold on. At what temperature... in Celsius? It's not 0, is it? Water start No, it is 0. Or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, we unlocked section 1. So, oh, 2 available. 2. Hold on. The mirror array, 1 on migration. Alright, so we'll unlock sector 7. And 2. Oh, did we finish up the comments? We can't do any more with comments. Okay. That's why. Ooh, this would be a fun... No, wait. Yes. This would be a fun one to unlock. That's the other thing. Hyperterminals mean, like, I could build these here and just stretch across the globe. Oh, shnikes. Alright. Yeah, I feel like we're doing good. That's gonna kick up. This is all gonna flood. So I think once we get the Hyperloop, we backtrack for aquatic structures. And we start doing, maybe not advanced landing sites. We can't do this. Like we don't have the temperatures. Once the temperature gets up, and this just makes O2. Right. Right. But this requires oceans. So once we get oceans, we can start researching biotech. This might not be the worst. Ice from Europa, Aerobreak Ice Asteroid, Deimos Disintegration. Okay, I'm not sure I like that. But yes. Definitely the Hyperloop. Back to aquatic structures. I'm not sure we need nuclear carbonate extraction. Because the temperature's going up. So I think we're good. And once that mirror array is built, we don't care. I have about 10 more minutes, so we'll just let things tick. I don't feel like I need to build anything. Again, if this drops down to 200, then I'll worry. But yeah, that's why I want the... Because should be a ton of ice locked in here. Now we can do advanced mines, which take a lot of resources, right? But the difference is... Oh, this is dead. Did it... Hold on. Pause. Right? If I were to upgrade this, right? It goes from a... once every 10 souls to every 7, and a small increase in production. That's carrying ice. Are there any other mines? Yeah, like we made all the polymers we needed in the first few months. You're almost done. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade you. So, you've got a while to go. Aluminum. You've got a while to go. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't go gray. You just have no power. Oh, you literally have no power. Alright, so you need... a wind farm out here. You've got plenty. You can upgrade to tier 2 and you're fine. Yeah, a lot of it's just like, oh. This only has, hold on, 1,000. So we'll go ahead and start our tier 2 and let that sit. All right. You can upgrade. Yeah, I think we're at the stage where just going straight to tier 2 on a lot of things is, at least mining is the way to go. Not necessarily tier 3. I don't think you want to go tier 3 on anything that's tier 1 and below. Like, shallow veins, not worth it. A deep vein, maybe. Research completed. Great. I'm just gonna close those. Oh no! Yeah, we are making... Oh, God. And this is why we need the atmosphere as quick as we can, so this shit stops happening. There's SA2. And special projects. We'll just go ahead, just finish them up, might as well. Here we go. Here's our second colony. That was the only thing killed? Okay. Might as well go. Oh, there we go. 7, unlock sector 5. And that's that. We'll have unlocked all the sectors very quickly. Now, we're only 22 years in. I'm sure someone speedrun this. So yeah, this is going to be our main water plant. Up to 145. Sure, that's always a priority. Still needs incoming colonists. Yeah. So, once all the sectors are unlocked, this will go back to just ferrying colonists back and forth. Yeah, we're good. Like, more carbon wouldn't hurt, but it's not needed. Same thing there. Ice is wonky. Uranium we don't care about. Glass is actually fine. There's no demand for steel, so I will actually disable. We should only have... two. Really? I'll leave... do I leave 2 on? I'll leave... Oh. There we go. So I think that means the solar mirror arrays are done. So we don't need... So if the mirror arrays are done, what we can do then is assign SP1 to also ferry in colonists. Okay. So we'll upgrade that one. So now we have one spaceport at each landing site, ferrying colonists in and out. Do we go for more research? I'm just worried that once we heat everything up, maybe I do reach for that. Food is still going up. Let me grab 35, 40, 45, 50. This research, I guess. Can I get there? 142. This is at cap. No, it's not. Nowhere near cap. Oh, come on. But you are at cap. Alright. Alright, good. Repairs itself. Alright. So yeah, I think we're in a holding pattern. We just gotta make sure things stay relatively stocked. That we're always finding more resources to tap. There's Sector 5. How long until Sector 6 is unlocked? We'll wait for Sector 6 to unlock, and then we'll call it done. For today. And voila, there we go. Okay. So we have unlocked everything. I don't think there's a need to drain, right? You're doing colonist migration. You're doing colonist migration. I don't think there's a need to do more than that. They will travel their own way. So, after the Hyperloop, yeah, I guess we grab both of these, and we'll jump ahead, and we'll start looking at doing everything with space, because we can't do anything with biotech until we've got oceans. And we're just looking at getting our research up to high. So, I think we call it there. We have a small demand for parts and polymers, but again, it's above 200. Steel's above 200, so just keeping one of those going is just fine. Yeah, I think the big stumbling block now is the Hyperloop. It's gonna take 2 years. I'm hoping as we fill things up, we can cut that down even faster. And I think, yeah, we grab... I think I go for a research grab. There's a good spot there. And maybe get a third colony. I mean, yes, we can. Yeah, like here and connect it to this, right? And I bet you there's a ton of research in this area or resources of some type. There's some silicon. So yeah, maybe a third one down here to get to the South Pole. We're not going to touch this because this is all going to flow. But yeah, boost the research and maybe a third colony. And we'll keep working towards terraforming Mars. We are done for this particular recording session. Thank you for joining me. Let me see what the... Can you guys hear the music? Barely. Alright, audio. We're gonna max them out and see what that sounds like. But we'll end the recording here for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Smash that bell, all that jazz. Again, you can get the base game and all the DLC for $35 at time of recording. You just have to keep in mind, yes, this game has a lot of mods. I just cannot guarantee how up to date those mods are. Sorry. And I am going to just move my webcam. You don't need to see the notifications. We will say, thank you much for joining me. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, smash that bell, all that jazz. Even better, check out other videos and playthroughs I've done. Best is come on over and check me out when I stream live every Sunday through Friday, life permitting. Thank you much for joining me, and until we see each other again, remember to be kind to one another. Okay. That music is not kicking in. We do have power. Plenty of building space, like enough to get another building going. And we can even jump ahead. Oh, no, we can't. Well, if we have to, we can jump ahead on that building limit. But I think once we get the Hyperloop, we're going to see a huge change on all sorts of stuff. So I will set the music to just a smidge quiet, and we'll keep it there. Otherwise I can't do much. I guess, just to be safe, not negative 15. There. Alright, and we'll see how things balance out that way next recording session. Otherwise, if you're watching the live, we are done for the day. Okay, so that 1350 is the capacity. Okay. Yeah, so I have the space. Not quite for another colony. 15,000. Yeah. So we need to jump up to an extra 15,000. We can't. Yeah. If you're watching live on YouTube, we're done. If you're watching live on Twitch, I will run ads. Find someone to raid maybe, and I'll be back Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific. I hope to see you then. And until we see each other again, remember to be kind to one another. I never know whether to run ads then raid, or raid and then run ads. But Hightail, Elder Scrolls, Guild Wars 2, City Skylines. I'll do City Skylines. Alright, and we'll be back Monday. See ya!